Welcome to Brevis Talk. The talks you are about to hear will be honest, revealing, and unfiltered. Join us as your host, Pastor Wayne Whiteside, lifts the lid of silence and has conversations about mental illness and health in the church. The goal here is simple. It is to help someone along this journey of life who is struggling. It is to tell the truth to the unsuspecting. And it is to lighten the load of a fellow traveler. This podcast is for informational purposes only and is not intended to serve as medical advice or to replace consultation with your physician or mental health professional. If you are experiencing a medical crisis, call 911 or go to the nearest emergency room. Now, here's your host, Pastor Wayne.
Welcome to another Brevis Talk. I need to upfront tell you that some of the subject matter may be disturbing, and so proceed with caution. Today I want to give some book recommendations. I've been asked this from time to time, book recommendations concerning mental health and illness, and so I want to go down a list, and these books are varied. They are not all the same. They speak from different angles and viewpoints, but I do think it is a good resource, and I think the books are very, very good. I begin with a book called Honestly by Sheila Walsh. Sheila Walsh is a Christian singer, and she lays her heart bare and telling about the struggles she's had with depression during her lifetime. Very, very good book, very open and candid, and a good read. The second one is In Every Pew Sits a Broken Heart, and the author there is Ruth Graham. And she's simply speaking about the church and the fact that we are a fallen people, that we are a broken people, and so many people are hurting, and they're all around you. You may be one who is hurting, and if not, they're all around you. Very good read. Here's more sort of a medical one. Bipolar, Not So Much. The authors are Chris Aiken and James Phelps, and they put in simple terms the disease of bipolarism. Very good read. Now here's one on panic attacks, and this is more than thorough. It is written by a Christian professor and philosopher, and he is telling about his battles with panic disorder. And it may be an overread. I didn't read all of it because it was so thorough, and it's a heavyweight book. Finding Quiet, and the author there is J.P. Moreland. I will tell you, this next book is the first book I had read after the loss of our son, and this author is telling about a suicide in his immediate family, and it is entitled Grieving a Suicide, and the author is Albert Shue. A very, very good read. Very explains a great deal, and just an honest read from this gentleman. Now, the next one is a personal testimony. The next one, speaking about suicide, the title of the book is Night Falls Fast, Understanding Suicide, and the author is K. Redfield Jamison, and she is a person who fights bipolarism, and so she shares some of her insights there. She is a teaching professor, and it is quite enlightening concerning suicide and the ins and outs. Finding Your Way After the Suicide of Someone You Love. And that is written by David Biebel and Suzanne Foster. And that is a good read. It's a pretty simple read, but yet it is full of some great information. And here's another testimonial book, The Gift of Second, Healing from the Impact of Suicide. And I do not have the author of that in front of me. I apologize for that. But these are very good resources if you're trying to come to terms with depression in your own life or pain in the church or bipolarism, panic disorder, or if you have lost someone to suicide, these are great helps, and I recommend them. And I've read many, many more books on these subjects, but these are the ones that, to me, stand up, and they are above and beyond the others. And so with that, we'll close. Thank you for stopping by. God bless you.
And that concludes our broadcast today. Please don't forget to subscribe to the podcast through Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Plus, check us out at our Facebook page or at brevistalk.com and take a look at our blog. And remember, be kind. Always be kind.